The Reigns of Castamere is more than a haunting tune. It's an anthem of terror that captures the fearsome might of Tywin Lannister. From its history in Westerosi lore to its use as a chilling signal during the Red Wedding, the song is an essential part of Game of Thrones and George R.R. Martin's world, symbolizing Tywin's iron will and the Lannister family's uncompromising demand for respect. The story behind the Reigns of Castamere. The tale behind the Reigns of Castamere is one of vengeance, ambition, and the complete annihilation of two noble families, the Reigns and Tarbecks, who dared to defy House Lannister. The story unfolds during the rule of Tytos Lannister, Tywin's father, who, in stark contrast to Tywin's intimidating presence, was gentle and lenient to a fault. Tytos' weakness saw House Lannister's power diminish as he forgave debts and allowed even his subordinates to openly disrespect him. His attempts to avoid confrontation and be a beloved lord left the family vulnerable and open to mockery. This vulnerability did not go unnoticed by the Reigns and Tarbecks. Lord Roger Rayne of Castamere and his sister Ellen Tarbeck, the Lady of House Tarbeck, exploited Tytos' weaknesses for their gain, effectively flouting their debts to House Lannister and challenging the family's authority in the Westerlands. They borrowed gold, fortified their castles, and plotted without fear of repercussion, viewing Tytos as a toothless lion who would never retaliate. Tywin's rise and the crushing of the Reigns and Tarbecks. Tywin, deeply ashamed of his father's failures, had long resented the mockery and ridicule directed toward House Lannister. After returning hardened from the War of the Ninepenny Kings, he saw an opportunity to restore his family's prestige. Tywin issued an ultimatum to the debt-laden families: repay their debts, or face severe consequences. When Lord Tarbeck tried to bargain by taking 3 Lannisters hostage, Tywin responded decisively by capturing him in retaliation. Tytos intervened to release Lord Tarbeck and forgive their debts, but Tywin saw the event as an intolerable disgrace to Lannister honor. Within the year, Tywin took matters into his own hands. Knowing that the Reigns and Tarbecks would never willingly bow to his authority, he provoked them into open rebellion. His ensuing campaign was brutal and thorough. Tywin marched his forces to Tarbeck Hall, razed it, and executed every living member of House Tarbeck. He then turned his attention to the Reigns, who, forewarned of Tywin's wrath, had retreated into the deep mines beneath their stronghold of Castamere. Tywin ordered the mines sealed and the nearby river diverted, flooding Castamere and drowning everyone inside. With both houses extinguished, Tywin's reputation as a ruthless enforcer of the Lannister legacy was sealed. The Song of the Reigns of Castamere. Soon after, the story of Tywin's destruction of House Rayne was immortalized in song, a somber ballad that recounts the Reigns' rebellion and Tywin's merciless retribution. The song's lyrics: "And who are you? The proud lord said, that I must bow so low," mock House Rayne's arrogance and serve as a chilling reminder of their ultimate demise. The Raynes had indeed dared to ask for equality with the Lannisters, but paid with their lives. The Reigns of Castamere became a symbol of House Lannister's strength under Tywin's rule, a powerful deterrent to those who might defy them. Tywin often had the song performed when dealing with insubordinate lords. Hearing it in one's hall was a sign that rebellion or disrespect would not go unpunished. The song as a tool of intimidation. In Game of Thrones, the Reigns of Castamere is Tywin's warning to anyone who might challenge his family. When sung by minstrels, the song's verses carry a sense of inevitability, reminding everyone that Tywin never forgets a slight. The song's message is clear: the Lion of Casterly Rock will not be crossed. The most notorious use of the Reigns of Castamere in the series is during the Red Wedding. As Robb Stark and his family members feast under Walder Frey's roof, the song begins to play, signaling the start of a massacre orchestrated by Tywin and House Frey. Its playing during the feast demonstrates Tywin's cunning. He uses the song, a symbol of his past ruthlessness, as an execution order for his enemies. The Red Wedding marks Tywin's decisive blow against the North and the Stark family, securing the Lannisters' hold on the throne. The symbolism and legacy of the Reigns of Castamere. Beyond its historical origins, the song is a powerful representation of Tywin's complex character. Tywin sees himself as a man who does what needs to be done for the good of his house, unburdened by sentiment or mercy. The memory of his father's failures drove him to become the exact opposite, a leader so feared that dissent evaporates at the mere sound of a song. Yet, while the reigns of Castamere cements Tywin's iron-fisted legacy, it also foreshadows his eventual downfall. His children, Tyrion, Jaime, and Cersei, are each shaped by his ruthless expectations, but his lack of empathy for them ultimately contributes to his undoing. The very traits that make him a formidable lord, rigidity, unyielding pride, and an obsession with the Lannister name, also estrange his family, planting the seeds of his destruction. The reigns of Castamere plays again during the Purple Wedding at Joffrey's wedding feast, subtly linking the song's ominous message to Tywin's fragile family empire. Joffrey's death is the first step in the unraveling of Tywin's carefully constructed plans, and it marks the beginning of House Lannister's decline. Just as the song warns that defiance comes at a price, Tywin's failure to truly understand his children ultimately costs him everything he worked to build. Conclusion: the reigns of Castamere and Tywin's dark legacy. In Game of Thrones, the reigns of Castamere is more than a song. It's a living reminder of Tywin Lannister's indomitable will and the lengths he would go to secure his family's legacy. But its dark melody is also a haunting echo of the personal costs of Tywin's ambition. Tywin's legacy lives on through the song, but it also foreshadows the consequences of a rule built on fear alone. Ultimately, the reigns of Castamere is a tribute to a formidable man, but it also serves as a reminder that even the mightiest lion can fall.